Our formula is this.
Player needs to listen to this and listen.
We go out, we hit people in the mouth. Number one. Number two, we are not a charity. We cannot give them the game. And number three is we execute from the very start of the game to the very end of the game. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
The 49ers are cursed. We lost to the Arizona Cardinals 24-23 off some bullshit. The kicker gets hurt. Jordan Mason fumbles right before we're about to go in for a touchdown. We were 1 of 6 from the red zone. And Brandon Ayuk had a massive game. Everybody played amazing except for Brock when it mattered the most. Anytime we get a lead, for whatever reason, he just starts running around like dodgeballing people for like 10 minutes to gain 1 yard or whatever. Nothing ever comes from it. It's just a bunch of running around, bro. Find a check down and throw it to him. What are we doing? Why are we even running around? Run the ball. What are we doing, 49ers? What are we doing, Kyle? Do you want to win? You had a 10-point, I think it was more than 10-point lead. What is going on? How do you not have someone, if your kicker goes down, to kick field goals? What do you do in that situation? Do you think about this stuff? Kyle is not a genius if you cannot score in the red zone. It's predictable. Running fade routes in the red zone. Like, what are we doing? Just run the freaking ball. Mason can get a touchdown off of 3 carries within 5 yards. Why are we making it so difficult on ourselves? Just run it straight up the middle or do a quick little slant to George Kittle. It seems to work every time. Hell, even pitch it out to Debo. What is up with these fade routes in the end zone? I don't even know how to describe them. They are the most frustrating team to root for in the history of sports because they are so good, but so bad at the same time. And they don't like success. The oddest things in the most crucial times always seem to happen only to them. They're clearly going to win this game. Clearly. The momentum's all on their side. You know, they're getting the ball in the red zone every drive. Like, this game was a carbon copy of what happened in the Rams game. We get a little lead, and for whatever reason, instead of milking the clock and, handing the ball off, we're allowing Purdy to run around like he's Brett Favre or somebody like that and just, like, hold the ball forever. What are we doing? You on the 5-yard line. Next thing you know, Purdy's back on the 26, running around, scrambling, trying to find somebody to throw to. What is going on? Our kicker goes down trying to tackle somebody on a kickoff. And it wasn't even that far down the field. He's maybe at the 40, maybe the 50. I don't even know if it was that far. Why was he up that high? Why was he trying to tackle somebody? And why don't we have a backup kicker or at least a punter that knows how to kick? Did we not think about these things? This reminds me of when Purdy got hurt in the NFC Championship game. Like, only stuff like that happens to us. We don't have a backup quarterback that actually play backup quarterback. Like, what would happen in this situation? Like, we didn't plan for this? The Niners had every chance in the world to close this one out. And the curse comes in because, once again, our chances would have been simple field goals. And we didn't have a field goal kicker to do it. Which now he got there and tried. He did make one, but he was only like on the 10 or 15-yard line, which is a chip shot. And evidently they didn't feel he could kick any further back than that. So every time we got in the red zone, we were like forcing the ball in the end zone, and it looked really bad. And I don't know. There was no plan again. Curse continues. The Cardinals get down in the red zone. They score a touchdown. Okay. If they get the extra point, it'll be a 3-point lead. At least it'll be a tie. Nope. What happens? Roughing the passer on a dude touching Kyler Murray's helmet. So they decide to go for 2. They want to win the game. And of course they get it because they always get 2-point conversions against us. Always. The curse continues. This is, again, a carbon copy of the Rams game. And then J.P. Mason fumbles, which I thought he was being yanked back and the momentum had stopped, which typically that gets called forward progress. And a fumble cannot occur at this time. But no, this dude from the Cardinals threw an overhand right, hit him in the face mask, then punched the ball, and he was being dragged backwards and couldn't secure the ball. So it is what it is. But again, curse again, because Mason has not fumbled not one time this season. And the time he fumbles is, of course, when we're at the 10-yard line about to seal the deal. We're even in field goal range, which Wisnowski could have kicked one of his chippies if it needed to come to that. And then I think it was 4th and 5. The Cardinals have the ball. If we stop them, it's pretty much game over. So we get Kyler Murray running back 10, 15 yards. No one to throw to. He just airs it up. He sees a guy breaking out to the flats. Did our guys cover it? I mean, you would have thought that the route had just started. He was beat so bad, man. Like, Kyler just basically rainbowed it, and he was still nowhere close to covering the guy. And, of course, they get a first down, and that continues that drive, which they score. No, they take the lead. And first play, Brock looks good. He finds Ayuk, I think it was, sprint down the sideline. The very next play, it's like Purdy's MO. He gets hit, the ball bounces up in the air, intercepted. That's his MO. He gets balls batted, and anytime it's batted from his hand, I don't know what it is, none of them ever meet the ground. They're always intercepted. We're cursed. We are a bad luck team, and something has to break. And the only thing that can break it is what I said before, Kyle micromanaging the details of the game. If he has to do crazy stuff like taking Brock out on the goal line and putting I forgot our backup quarterback in there, who was amazing at the goal line and can keep plays alive and can run it himself. Put him in the something to change stuff up, because right now everything is stagnant, no one's on their toes, and they're just letting shit happen to them. This is unacceptable. What's going to happen is they're going to lose and miss the playoffs, and people are going to make a quick exit. The ones that aren't making money, and the ones that do make money, they're just going to be fat and happy. And then that's when that window gets. We got to do something, y'all. Got to do something. This has been Instant Reaction from ABG Sports, man.